Graph CC, it ends up working. I guess we'll get our answer on this R4, regardless, because bans are flowing through quite quickly. And yeah, more targeting towards No Way from Los Ratones, it makes sense. Contextual Yone ban too, and then Cho'Gath, it just seems like something that NORD don't want to play again.
Yeah, no surprise really. It is frustrating, but I mean, what isn't frustrating when piloted by Baus? You know, we've still got that Scion available if he wants to go into that, but we are lacking some magic damage in that case. Yeah, so most likely gonna be Nemesis piloting the MEL himself in that mid lane, so it is gonna be a blind MEL. At least you're not too vulnerable to getting camped by the jungler. I don't think you have to be, you know, those Zyra ganks not gonna be too scary for you, so you should be relatively safe. And you know No Way's champion pool, more control magey, maybe like a, you know, sort of potentially like that Victor kind of thing could be coming through here. Obviously you can reflect it, but at the same time, yeah. It just feels like it's
always going to be No Way's answer here, right?
Yeah, exactly. So pretty sad. Like, this feels like a very nice, well-rounded kind of standard League of Legends tutorial team comp, to be honest, from the side of NORD. Maybe Zyra jungle would be something like a bruiser or something, but apart from that, if this Gnar is locked in, we're nice and well-rounded here. Yeah, so this does leave last pick now to Baus like again. Like we saw, yeah, I mean, why not, to be honest?
Feels like a tank Scion game, if anything, our Baus.
Yeah.
You say tank, but
I mean, I guess I don't know what the criteria is for him.
To the Rift for our second game of this best of 5 between NORD and Los Ratones.
Summoner's Rift.
I am kind of in love with this Los Ratones draft. I feel like NORD got a pretty scary game, and you said something to me, Trouble, before we actually got onto camera. How the hell do you catch Crowny? He is going to be very hard to kill with a Lulu while being on Zeri.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure right here, Los Ratones are looking for a lane swap scenario as well. Of course, it's Gnar and then Scion on the other side. Baus in a bit of a pickle, but I think he's actually baiting for NORD to get a little bit too deep. As you can see, there was a 3-man of Los Ratones in the bottom lane, on the bottom bush. New screens, and Santorin's going to have to be forced off. Now, here's the deal, right? Crowny and Reckless are looking to play through topside, but I feel like it has been read out. Actually, I'm seeing Chachi. He's walking towards the top side, and Santorin might be in for a treat right here. No Way did spot them, but I think this is going to be lane swap, and Scion is the best lane swap champion you want to have when you're getting dived in a 1 versus 2 or 1 versus 3 scenario.
Yeah, there's not many champions who handle the lane dive quite as effectively. Does look like it's just going to be both the top laners in the mid lane, so it does slow down their mid lane power spikes as well. Is the potential only like really big downside you can take from this, but Baus is just gonna, now he knows that the action's going bot side. He's heading bot side. The problem is Chachi is waiting for him with treats. That's the flash out, and he just carries on walking. This guy doesn't give a damn. He's gonna get underneath that tower. There's gonna be 3 people, but like you said, he's on Scion. He's on his main. Like, if he dies, he just clears the wave anyway. So this could potentially be risky.
Here's the problem. He's going to get dived and die on the first wave that they're stuck in right now. However, he's going to clear enough minions that when he TPs back to lane, he's going to be level 2. So when they go for the repeat dive, he's going to take someone with.
Oh, he's doing his best just to pull them around, getting some damage out. Matty's actually eating a couple of tower shots.
He's trumped up!
Baus doesn't go down. Chachi's going to go for the tank. He gets the kill off. That's going to be the kill in response. He does get an execute off in there, but Baus just pulled 4 people to his side of the map, and he gets away with it. And now Velia is finding with the Q. Santorin can't even steal the camp. Baus is going to teleport back. Oh, what a fumble from NORD. What a fumble.
I mean, it was really difficult. Treats was just about level 1. You need level 2 on that rail to dive that tower, and I actually thought that we're gonna pretty much easily dive him. Was the rel level 2, get a kill on him, and maybe he'll be able to return one on the TP on the repeat dive, but that wasn't the case. That is best case scenario for Baus right here. 18 CS versus 2 for Chachi, who's struggling to even see the minion wave on the top side of the map. And now Baus has the boots, he has that level 4, and he's heading straight to another gray screen, I think.
He has more fun than Matty as well. He is doing so effectively, and with that Phase Rush. He actually got enough movement speed to potentially break away. No flash available to him. Treats is going to have to use the flash to close the gap onto him. Bowls should go down. No Way's making his way over. They may even give the kill to No Way. But now Treats, who's level 1, has to get away from a level 4 zombie Scion. Wait. Oh, that was close. Timed out just in time.
MB from Baus right there. Doing what he does best. 2 deaths in less than 4 minutes. That's pretty good. He's keeping up with the Kardashians for sure. Yeah. He's doing what he needs to do. I feel like Chachi needs to figure out other ways to get experience right there. Whether he needs Treats to head towards the top side with him, to help him walk up to his tower. Usually this is what we would see over in the LPL. The top laner would lane with the support. But right here, NORD are putting a lot more emphasis in punishing Baus on a side lane, especially since they took his flash and his teleport and tried to get some kills onto Mati. Unfortunately, not the case. 1 kill went over to Treats and the other one went over to No Way. So Mati's just chilling with 2 assists, and now NORD is going to rotate their bot lane over the tops of the map to Matscrown and Reckless, who are now actually backing. So they can actually do the switcheroo over again and try to go for Dragons, because Los Ratones are so confident in the way that their team fight, and that stacking Dragons is pretty much a no-brainer for them.
Nemesis is slowly whittling No Way down. Not got the level 6 yet, so doesn't have that ultimate available to them. But for now, No Way gonna have to go back to base. Spend that gold from that kill that they got from the roam earlier. Does want to quickly catch this wave first, though. They decide to cancel that reset. Nemesis hasn't got teleport, but with this recall advantage on the tempo, he's back into lane anyway, so not gonna lose anything off the back of that one. And NORD, they swapped again. Chachi thinking, right, finally I'm versus Baus. Has just realized that he's not. He's versus Cranny and Reckless again, so
yeah.
That's going to slow him down even more on the farm front. I mean, it's a 42 level 6 farm Scion versus a level 4 Vizichachi with 14 CS. Baus is going to be able to take this plate as well. Actually decides not to and does what he does best, and that is going to be proxy the wave. And it's just another wave that Chachi's losing, because there's a wave crashing topside right now. Baus has 6. He has Phase Rush. He's going to be very hard to pin down. Chachi positions himself very effectively here. They find the route onto Baus, but he's going to try and clear the wave out. That may just be the opportunity for Chachi to get back into the game as he secures himself the kill. Baus should be able to pick up the cannon minion. But Chachi wasted a lot of time. He may even get a plate.
Okay.
Wait, I think he still gets it.
It's been nerfed. He just about loses it, actually, I think, right there. Because his ghost times out. His zombie, rather, times out. And the damage from Zombie Scion has been quite nerfed onto the towers, as well as the extra fortification earlier on. So you're not going to get quite that plate. However, I think he was trying to, like, reposition with Phase Rush to try and get past Chachi. But Chachi body blocked him really well in case Baus wanted to ult right there. And this is where Chachi can actually start getting closer to the experience and the CS of Baus right here. One thing that's really worrying me for Baus is that I'm seeing a crystal in his inventory. I'm sorry, but I don't think crystal builds into Yomu's Ghostblade. So, I'm confused. It's supposed to be a Ghostblade into Axiom Arc.
It might have been like an early buy just for like the potential dives that were getting thrown off at him.
No way, that's Tank Scion, right? No way.
I mean, I'd be surprised if it's Tank Scion from Baus, but I feel like that was just like a 400 gold investment to make sure that if they try and dive him continuously, he'll have that little bit of extra health to kind of make that harder for them. That's what that screams to me. I feel like this Ruby Crystal may just stay a Ruby Crystal for a while. There's Velia looking for the invade. Baus has actually found Chachi here. He connects onto him with the ultimate and the tail end of that Q. Chachi getting heavily chunked out. I mean, he's a 2-level disadvantage, but Velia is going to be looking to try and break away from Santorin, but Chachi's coming into the area. Baus has no ultimate to really keep him alive. Velia just flashes forward, collects his kill on the way out. And now with the numbers advantage, they're out of there. Starfall to safety. That was beautiful from Velia.
Wow, NORD are really scrapping right here, trying to find any play on the map. Baus answers his odds on a 1v2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to pull that one off. That may have been a little greedy from him. Has to flash away, but does get caught by the roots. Santorin gets hit by the knock-up from the Q. Baus should be able to walk away from this one. But did have to burn his flash. Definitely a little bit of a light mistake on his half, unless Velia wants to cook something up. Baus isn't going. There's no mana on No Way, to be fair. This is potentially doable. This is to land the minion slow. No Way. He has the flash. Gonna get hit by the knockup from the Q, but Velia decides not to go for it. I think they saw Chachi moving over, and they realized this is potentially just gonna be a free double kill.
Yeah, there's also Lost Chapter onto No Way, so he's regenerating mana quite quickly. Chachi now on the flank right there. He's gonna force Velia out of the bush, chasing him as well. Misses the Q very crucially, doesn't get the initial slow from the boomerang, and Baus just about makes it out as well. Daylight robbery right there from Los Ratones and Nord.
He's got
No way.
He's got a Cinder.
They've changed him. They have changed him.
They could fix him.
Hashtag not my Bausi.
I am surprised.
It's the Valentine's Day special. He changed for them. He changed for them. It's the commitment.
So the one game they get. This is the one time
Yeah.
I'm going to play Tank Scion for you.
All right. Let's see then how Bausi frontlines for them with the Tank Scion.
hello.
Crowny?
Crowny,
Oh, he's
you
out.
said he's hard
He's
to
out.
catch. They did not catch him. 42 HP. Crowny gets outie. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they just find him just about as Reckless had reset and was walking towards the lane. Found him all alone. They did commit Flash over from Treats and Ignite, but that's huge because they burn both summoners from Crowny. Unfortunate event from Nord, but they don't actually get the kill right there. And Chachi has to flash away from Baus's Tank Scion. So far, so good. Nord have been trying to play really aggressively in the early game, trying to get Chachi a little bit ahead. And how far behind he fell. And we mentioned it over in the very early game that champions like Ezreal and like Zeri are very hard to catch. You usually want a point-click CC follow-up, like Vi, Nautilus, Maokai. And none of that was available for the side of Nord.
And Nemesis taking trades here versus No Way, but being a full item to a lost chapter makes that fight incredibly hard for Nemesis. As heading off back to base after getting his torch finished up. Velia ulted in. That's because the grubs are up, not because he was going for a kill, I see. I thought that was a very optimistic ult there from Velia, but no, it's going to be towards these grubs. They want to play the denial game. 3 were already picked up by Nord. Nord are going to try their best to try and deny at least 1. This is almost the textbook Los Ratones play, is just to go for that denial, but Velia getting incredibly low here. Nemesis can't quite connect the snare onto them as Baus and Chachi also going toe-to-toe. Baus actually losing this fight pretty hard. Hasn't got that much damage, but Chachi finds the solo kill.
Great news. If you're a Nord fan right here, good solo kill from Chachi, zoning Baus from entering the pit. And honestly, Santorin and No Way doing a fantastic job. Those 2 champions, the Zara plus the Victor, are known for creating zoning control and controlling areas around the map. And that's exactly what they did. Didn't allow Velia and Nemesis to walk up. Velia had to bail. They did still go 1 Void Grab, if I'm not wrong. So they did deny the +1 on the feats of strength and neutral objectives, and Los Ratones are going to trade that neutral oval with the dragon, which is what they have consistently been doing. I feel like when you are on paper the better team, and you do believe that you're the better team in terms of team fighting as well, which I feel like no one can actually say the opposite about Los Ratones with what they have showed in the NLC. I feel like it's pretty confident to just take the dragons and expect the team fight later on when your opponents are coming in to contest you for the soul.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the plan on that front, but you see that Nemesis heading back to base off, just clearing through that wave. Baus has been able to do a fair amount of damage to that tower. I believe the first 2 plays were Crowny and Reckless who were able to secure that. And while there's been a lot of action on the top side of the map, these 2 down here in the bot lane have actually had a relatively quiet one. There was that attempt on Crowny, which didn't result in anything, but with Crowny and Reckless 0-0-0, just quietly farming up, getting themselves ready for this game. I think they're probably going to have to wait till anyone shows up. I don't think they're just going to go and look for a 2v2. So, no way. Trying to fight here versus Nemesis. Nemesis throws down the rebuttal. There's the flash into the solar snare. Goes a little bit wide. Nemesis just needs to get a bit more damage. Can't fully connect with the ultimate. Doesn't do enough to finish him up. But hold on,
Oh,
Baus,
Chachi.
he just flashed auto to tower.
Wow. Okay, we have so much happening
Uh-oh.
around the map, and now Santorin chooses to join. Velia is in the area, has ultimate available. Could potentially be flying in.
They're looking for that knockup.
Here it
They're
comes.
going to find this ultimate from the Zyra. Santorin gets a lockdown. Chachi's going low. That's going to be one secure, but Velia may be in danger. Baus has to run through all of the plants. Santorin should just be able to break away from this one. And Velia getting zoned out of that. Santorin, I don't think he knows. But Velia, I think he's quite low here. This could be very risky for him. He does have that wall to block the damage, and he's going to have to throw it down here. Santorin continues to fire the damage at the Leandri's tick. Santorin flashes forwards. Shut down in the pocket of NORD's jungler.
I'm not sure what Velia was attempting to do right there. With Zyra full HP, full mana, Leandris in the pocket, big poke down, and now No Way is looking for some poke down onto Nemesis. 50% for both of them in the mid lane. And it has been a case, this whole series so far, both games have been a case of a back and forth. Both trying to pick up kills over on the map. We have 5 Void Grabs on the side of NORD when it comes to neutral objectives and 2 Dragons for Los Ratones. So we are looking for a lot of cheap damage on the towers. However, this time around, it's going to be Baus grabbing the first tower in the game. And that makes it a very close feats of strength completion right here. 1 more neutral objective is all it takes. Baus?
Baus.
It's gonna hold.
I mean, he's going to try and clear the wave out, but yeah, like you said, no ultimate available. Does somewhat trim the wave as Vizichachi trying to run him down. Flashes for the ultimate. Baus just continues waddling away, but down he goes. He did clear the wave at least, I guess.
I mean, hey, that's why he does best,
Go
right?
clear another wave.
He has nothing else to do. He has nothing else to do. When he's dead, when he's in zombie form, he has nothing else to do but clear the wave. Now, what can NORD get with this skill? Because Chachi gets a lot of free time over on the top side, again, to try and keep up with the gold lead that Baus is creating. He's about 1,000 gold up. That is the biggest gold lead that we have on the map right now. 4 kills and 1 assist is what Chachi has been able to pick up. And slowly but surely, he's creeping up on the CS difference as well. We'll see that the Herald has spawned just now on the map. And let's see the priorities that lie here for NORD as well. Because so far, we have Mati, Ghostblade completed on the poke virus. He's going to push in another wave. You can get to reset and head towards the top side of the map to fight for the Herald.
And assist almost getting himself caught there by Santorin and Treats, but was able to evade that one. Had the rebuttal available to knock back the E from the Zyra. It's just very much a chill moment in this game. I mean, all the actions top side. All the actions top side. That is not some chill, guys. That is Baus. I don't know what's going on, but he's actually ulting away from Vizichachi. But meanwhile, in the jungle, Nemesis Streets going toe-to-toe. That's going to be a lot of damage thrown onto Streets. Nemesis did throw out his rebuttal, but Velia goes down. Matty's able to secure the kill. Crowded just didn't join. His eyes were set well and truly on picking up that tower. Does grab that one for the side of Los Ratones, and they're now 1 jungle objective off securing this boots upgrade for the side of Los Ratones. So not the end of the world for them. They've done relatively well on that front.
Oh yeah, I feel like trading 1 kill for that tower down bot lane is huge. Because anyone who's going to pressure that wave down bot, whether it's the AD carry or the mid lane, they're extremely mobile and they have to overextend on a very long lane. And if you look at all the wards and all the control that Los Ratones have behind the pit for that dragon, it's actually pretty safe for them to take that neutral objective. House just passing by, I guess. I guess.
I am a little flabbergasted, but we may have to hold our thoughts here. Dragon is secured by the side of Los Ratones. That's the boots upgraded for them off the back of that one. Nemesis just trying to fire out as many Qs as possible. Throws out the rebuttal. Misses the solar snare onto No Way. Does eat a whole heap of damage from X-Maddie. And I mean, if he chases a bit further forwards, he could go for it. Flash comes out from Nemesis. Okay. What were NORD doing sending 3 to deal with a 0-6 Scion mid lane when the dragon was being taken?
I feel like we saw yesterday that teams were not getting mind control by Baus. They were not trying to kill him. And I feel like NORD has done good so far, trying to not pay too much attention. But this is feat strength that just went over to Los Ratones. You had an extra man on the map. They had just killed Velia. They could use the bodies available to them to actually scout and move further into the jungle to try and get it. This is just going to be the case when it comes to those team fights. You've got excellent control with Zara and Victor. Talking about Victor right here. Nobody's going to try his chances. Velia.
Nemesis gonna throw out the golden eclipse to try and finish No Way Up. It's gonna be 1 Q from Velia to get that shutdown. Beautifully played. Faust and Chachi now going toe to toe. We've seen this tale 1,000 times. Chachi started behind, but he has just been collecting kills on Bals, who is able to walk away this time. He's slowly but surely getting tankier and tankier. But Los Ratones are going to be able to do a whole heap of damage to this tower down here on the bottom side. Maddie and Treats are in the area. Maddie is absolutely massive. There's the Magnet Storm into the lockdown from the chains, waiting out that E from Maddie. Gets the slowdown onto Vela. They're slowly whittling him down. Another Q comes in. Nemesis gets the solar snare off, but now he's got to deal 1 versus 2. Continue to fire Qs out as Bounce flashes away. 12 HP in his pocket. Nemesis gets the rebuttal on the arrow, and he's able to escape with his life.
While this was going on, there was also a fight in the mid lane between Crowny, Reckless, and Centaurin trying to defend the tower. Crowny was trying to take that mid lane tier 1. Veli ends up going down, overextends, Streets finds the angle. But again, there are so many summoners and spells exchanged. There is no real anything that you can get on the map apart from 1 extra kill onto Matty, who is dead even in gold with Crowny at this point. And as you can see, the entirety of Los Ratones heading towards the top side of the map. You do have Atakan, you do have the Rift Herald as well. I feel like both teams are going to be focusing on the top side for quite a while. However, I see Baus heading towards the bottom side of the map. No ultimate here to join, no TP available to him. Chachi does have his TP, does a fight break out to join them.
We'll have to see right now. Crowny getting absolutely chunked by Maddie. Maddie's got the Serpent's Fang as well, which is obviously very nice when you're playing into the likes of a Lulu and all the shielding that can bring. NORD are first on the punch for this Rift Herald. I don't think Los Ratones can even bother contesting this, and I think they agree with me, so they just decide to take off in a different direction. Try and just clear up the jungle as Bals and Vizichachi going toe-to-toe. This time, Bals actually seems to have the upper hand. He's still got the ultimate. Crowny gonna surf over this wall. Chachi uses the ultimate to put some distance between him, but Chachi, I don't think you're going far. He jumps away from Bals, playing the dodge game, but 3 members collapsing in on you. That should just be the end of Chachi, and that'll be the first kill over to Crowny. The problem is they just use 3 in the bot side. NORD now just send their entire team to the top side. I feel like Los Ratones just fell for their own game.
Absolutely. I feel like that was a little bit questionable with Rift Herald in the pocket as well.
Oh, come on.
You get a charge in the mid lane. Now you possibly can get the first tower on the second tower on the top lane as well. Oh, Treats. Fails the driving test right there. But also, opening up that mid lane tier 2 will give you a lot of access to the jungle, which is very much a big priority right now because Atakan has spawned on the top side of the map. You've got 1 minute for Soul, for Los Ratones, and Atakan on the other side of the map for NORD. That was a little bit questionable. That was the whole bounce bait, if you will, but in reverse. And also, they sent down members who cannot necessarily teleport back, so like Velia holding back or Nemesis with teleport up who could join. So this is going to be 1 kill for 1 tower. So NORD 1 up on this one. And again, this game pretty even so far. It's about 2,000 gold lead, but majority of that gold lead is literally sitting on Baus, who's a tank. Treats.
Going for the lockdown on the Treats. Arrows going out. Treats, he's eating a lot of this damage pretty effectively. Nemesis does have that ultimate if he needs to finish him up, but Crowny's actually the one to collect the kill. Now teleport's coming in. Chachi comes from behind, doesn't connect onto Crowny. Crowny's putting some serious damage into No Way. Can't quite finish him up though. Crowny burning down to the laser. Can the dots do it? Will they finish him up? No! He heals for the triumph. Baus now dealing with Crowny and X-Maddie. Can he do it? Nemesis just going to throw a little bit of extra damage out in the meanwhile. I think Crowny needs to be careful. He has got a Victor shutting him down. Yeah, really bizarre positioning from him to go for that one. Now Solar Snare from Nemesis goes a little bit wide. He's slowly building it up, gets that rebuttal on the Q. No Way coming in on the flank though as Valve. It's just going to walk forwards. No Way. I don't think you're going to have the damage to kill him. Throws out the W for the slow. Nemesis Just waiting this one out slowly but surely. No way's going down. There's the Starfall from Velia into the arrow. Vals, he wants to be worth money again. He's given up too many kills.
That is 2 deaths on the side of NORD right here, which will give a pretty easy dragon over to Los Ratones. Chachi does have the ultimate available, and there are quite a few 50% HP bars. Nemesis, Velia on that 50% mark. Chachi, though, no Gnar bar charged up. Santorin in the area. Does have the flash of potential still.
Is he going to go for it? Just throws out some roots, but...
Oh.
It's soul, but I don't think it's worth your flash and then dying for. Especially when it would only be your first dragon of the game. So Los Ratones going to take that one as we get ourselves a little replay.
All right. Engage from Treats onto Reckless. Great flash right there from Reckless. And the Treats kind of too deep. Doesn't really have backup. Only had Xmati. Crowny coming in from the mid lane. Kind of pushed Xmati out. You don't want to be overextended. Really great flank by Chachi right here. They do catch Reckless. And Crowny on the other hand side. But No Way could not actually finish up this kill, and it has been a case with NORD where they just get split up by Los Ratones in a lot of those fights, and they cannot finish off kills to actually try and get some advantages in these fights. You'll see that I think Crowny was trying to lifesteal actually from starting the dragon, and he had forgotten that they hadn't seen No Way. He disappeared in their jungle, but they don't know if he backed or TP'd back, or if he was still there. He was still there was the case. Takes Crowny down with that shutdown. However, at the end of the day, it's a 3,000 gold lead for Los Ratones. Feats of strength, 4 dragons, which means soul. It's going to be a mountain. And the problem right here is you have 2 AP damage dealers that do pretty consistent good damage in the terms of the Victor and the Zyra. But you've got a Poke Varus. I don't think a Poke Varus can even scratch Baus at this point, especially with Mountain Soul on top.
I think you're absolutely right on that one. As NORD right now are just going to be setting up for a potential Atakan. There we go. That's almost said
Close enough.
Atakan buff. If I was Xmati, I'd be very happy with the Serpent's Fang purchase as well. He's already had that for a bit, but now that the soul comes in and there's extra shields are there, it does give him a little more value on that item. Definitely needed here, as he's going to land nothing onto Nemesis, as Nemesis lands Xmati's Q onto Xmati.
Baus doing Baus things over in the bot lane, pressuring out the wave. Someone has to reply, that's always Chachi. Black Cleaver also completed on the Gnar, pretty huge right there. Penetration is really going to help. We've got a bunch of lethality items sitting onto Xmati on this Varus as well. And honestly, NORD is making it pretty hard for Los Ratones to walk into those neutral objectives, especially if they do not have priority in lanes to actually get some vision, due to the fact that Victor and Zyra are really hard to just walk into. And Chachi has been caught as mini-Gnar.
Yeah, I don't know if Chachi's going to go far here. Baus finds himself to knock up. Chachi's burning low, and the Hollow Radiance, just area of effect, ends his existence. Nemesis once again rebuttals Maddie's Q into him and finally takes down that tier 1. No Way has to come in and try and play defense. Throws out the W. Will be able to clear the wave through. Whilst he's just going to have to give up the siege. Or is he? He's quite tanky, to be honest. No Way is not hurting him.
He's got a ton of MR on him as well. I feel he's got a ton of MR. He's got another Negatron in his pocket. He's got the Mountain Soul on him. I feel like he's an immovable object. Solo Bolo coming through, and that pretty much frees up the map. Santorin again has flash. Is he going to be using it for the Atakan? He is!
I don't know who got it. It's actually going to be Los Ratones who secured it. In comes the Magnet Storm, though. Can they find that turnaround? Xmati getting some damage off. 2 withdrawals used. Crowny pops the ultimate as he chases onto Xmati. He's able to find the kill. And the Grand Starfruit from Velia saves Crowny's life. Velia continues to praise forwards as now Baus and No Way going toe-to-toe. But Crowny is into the mix. Can Vizichati finish him up? Absolutely not. That will be Baron for Los Ratones.
Watch out, though, because No Way is around. Full mana bar and a blue buff, but Baus, I think, is going to be the object that's going to stand between No Way and that Baron and the HP bars of Velia and Crowny. Huge teamfight win right here from Los Ratones, and yet another objective in their pocket. And I feel like NORD have to seriously sit down and think about game number 3, because it could very easily be their last game in this upper bracket for the time being. And we're going back to our initial question right here. Who is going to challenge Los Ratones? Because at the beginning, I was like, NORD are putting up a pretty good fight, but I just feel like Los Ratones is just taking it slow.
It feels like Los Ratones, they figured out NORD's playstyle. Game 1 was a bit shaky for them, and now they figured out how to make NORD play that style in favor of Los Ratones. Like, it's definitely slower. Los Ratones are normally a pretty quick team.
Cloudy?
I mean, he's got the withdraw, I guess, but now Baus, he'll also be using that withdraw as he goes back to base. And yes, it takes a little bit longer before you can leave the base than before. Nemesis does get a bit of free time on that tower. Hasn't really seen that that big MEL execute yet. We're waiting on that one.
I mean, 2-4. He's been doing great. That's what he needs to do. Reflect all the cues from Xmati back at him and his team. Let's have a look one more time right here. Santorin. He's gonna flash in. He's been saving this flash smite for quite a while, and he uses right here to try and get that Atakan. You see on the right of your screens, no way TP's in for the flank as well. Unfortunately, that Zara ult was a little bit too much in the middle. Everyone was able to sort of like walk around it. And right here, Crowny, after every ability has been used, solidified the first 2 kills. He's pretty free. Rain all his damage onto NORD. And again, my question mark here has been answered. I feel like Los Ratones in this specific vessel, they've just been taking it a little bit slower. They haven't necessarily had to rush anything. It hasn't been a case of, NORD are doing so well against them. It's been a case of Los Ratones are just playing a more slow, methodical game versus NORD. I feel it's more the respect that Los Ratones are giving here than anything else.
Well, now with a 9,000 gold lead in the favor of Los Ratones, I think NORD are probably going to have to look for one miracle play, but that doesn't work out for them. It's not going to work out at all as Baus flashes into No Way's face. Nemesis has the damage, and the Golden Eclipse will end No Way's time on the Rift. Sends him to the grey screen. Treats trying to come in onto that flank. Crowny jumps forward. They've got the Lulu bot to keep him up and alive, and Crowny is refusing to go down. The shielding is too much. Crowny, 154 health. Stays alive, secures the kills. Baus is inside the base. This game, I think it might be a little bit done here for NORD. I think we're going to game 3.
Yeah, Nemesis TP's in.
It just feels like NORD have the playbook, but it doesn't come assembled, and they just need to figure it out.
Well, they're going to have at least one more game. Keep praying, because Los Ratones, 5 man strong in the base, taking down the Nexus turrets, hopefully taking down Chachi for them as well. Baus, one more for the road. One more for the road.
Did Nemesis rebuttal the Nara? I've never seen that interaction.